I love that my kids like just walked in, didn't bat an eye. They're like,
yeah, I don't know what's going on right here, but can I have some ice cream?
hello, what's up? Welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. We're here today, and I feel like it's been a minute since we have sat down and actually done a full face of makeup. But I feel like as we're all like getting back out there, you know, doing things in society, it has made me excited again to like get back into the world of makeup. And so I have had a stockpile of a whole bunch of different PR products that have been sent to me. This is not sponsored whatsoever. Oftentimes brands will send different new releases to a lot of people in the beauty community, and it's just an opportunity to test out new products, and some products I like, some I don't. So I have a whole bunch of products here that I am very excited to put on my face. We'll do a full day wear test. I will let you guys know what I think by end of day and what my favorite was, least favorite was, what I think is actually worth the money, all that fun stuff. We got some drugstore, we got some high end, so let's dive in. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for new videos here every single Thursday. And if you like more like food related content and recipes and all sorts of stuff, I'm actually testing out some really fun desserts on Saturday. So you can go and check out my RachhLoves Life channel. I will link it for you guys if you want to go and see what that's all about and see if that's something that interests you as well. And now let's dive into the makeup. Okay, zoomed in a little bit. Now we can start with the eyes. Just gonna pull back my hair here. So I think I want to do something a little bit more colorful, fun, very like summery. And I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. So there are a bunch of different palettes here that I want to play around with. I think I'm just gonna do like a bunch of swatching and testing. So I have some cream products here. I have some powder products, and some of them aren't like the most new. So for example, I haven't used the Huda Beauty Haze palettes yet, but these aren't like their most recent launches. She's launched like the toffee browns and chocolate browns and stuff like that, but I've used these ones before, so maybe we'll play a little bit with those. The Colourpop Sandstone, haven't really touched this very much. And then Kokie Cosmetics came out with a collection of pro palettes, so maybe we'll touch those, but none of those have color. Oh wait, maybe the Kokie one does, like a little bit. I'm gonna start by putting some concealer on my lids, get those all primed up. Man, I haven't done that forever. It was a lot of concealer. Oh goodness, why didn't I use a brush? My goodness. I don't do a dramatic look in a year, and now I'm rusty. Okay, now I'm going to go in and just create a little bit of a base here. So I'm gonna go in with Vortex from the Sandstone palette. I feel like Colourpop has launched like 70 palettes since this one. Want to get a little bit of depth into the crease before I go in with anything super colorful. There we go. Nothing crazy. Hair in my nose. Now let's go in with, this. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Cream Shadows. And this is in Celestial Blue, which is like such a pretty, kind of a shimmery periwinkle. And I need to swatch it. Ooh, she like butter. Does she swatch well? You know what? That is not as pigmented as I was expecting it to be. That's like a light wash of color. That was different than where I was gonna go with this. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can build it. She builds a little, but she's more soft and shimmery. That gives me a bit of a direction. So far, they're really nice and creamy. They've been easy to blend out, and the color is there, but it's not too aggressive. So maybe that's like works better for you, you know? See what I mean? Like light wash. Now I wanna use, this is the Maybelline Color Strike. This is in like a navy shade, Ace Matte. I have used these before. I find it is one of those products that you need to build, which is fine. I think I want to like pop some of this in like a crease. My goodness, what am I doing? Go with me here. It's gonna be good. Gonna give this a little blend. Now let's take, ooh, this will do. Going into the Kokie palette. I'm gonna use, I think this one. And I'm just gonna use the same brush as before. I'm just gonna kind of go over the blue a bit. The shimmer is really pretty. Stick this under the eyes. It's really pigmented. Very creamy. Trust me here. I wonder what copper would look like with this, because we're gonna find out. I can go over it if I don't like it, you know? I like the idea of copper. Needs something else though. All right, so I kind of went a different direction with this one. It reminds me of like gems. We're just gonna go with it. I'm not sold on the purple yet with it, but like I'm experimenting, you know? Just really wanted to like dive into everything all at once. And obviously I didn't do this eye, so I figured we could like sit down and do this together. So first thing I did is I added a little bit of this color right here from the Toffee Brown Huda palette, and I added that on top, just a touch, just to make it a little bit more of that like bronzy kind of an orange tone. And then I really went in again with the Maybelline Color Strike, just added more of like a liner type thing. Added some underneath, keeping my eye open and just kind of following what my eye shape would normally wing out to be. A little bit more in the crease too. Then we blend, and we can stretch this all the way out until it feels blended, because I can always clean up this part after. So then I decided I didn't like the way the periwinkle was looking, although it looks a lot better now. So what I did is I ended up going in with the Huda Beauty Purple Haze palette, which I haven't played with yet, and I took some of the sparkly purple and added that right on top. I mean, I'm starting to look like a gem. You might as well go all out, you know? Just kind of dabbed it on. And then I took a little bit of the Kokie Cosmetics, this kind of, where is it? This shade right here. I added a little bit on top of the blue just to kind of really cement how dark it was. Is this an everyday look for me? No, it's not. Am I gonna enjoy it? Yes, I am. Okay. Then I took a little bit of just like a matte, more of like a pale beige kind of a shade, and I just sort of dusted it over the outer edges here, just to kind of clean them up a little if they needed it. And then I added a little bit of a bronzer along the outer edges, warm it up a little. Last but not least, I just kind of tight lined the upper waterline a bit. I didn't have any new pencils, so believe it or not. So I just grabbed this one from Nars. It's like a dark brown. And now I'm just gonna clean it up so it's kind of even on both sides. Pretty sure I have some on my nose. And then I'm just going to spray my finger with a little Fix Plus with this shade right here. So from the Toffee palette, I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of the kind of gold shade. And we'll see how I feel about this once we have some mascara and stuff on. So let's go on to mascara for the moment. Like, so bold, I'm not used to seeing myself look like this. It's very like circa 2017 bold blue, but I kind of dig it with the purple. I don't know. But the mascara I want to try out today is by Bite Beauty. This is their Upswing Full Volume Mascara, which is a relatively new launch for them. This is going to be a very voluminous mascara apparently. So I'll do 2 coats and just see what that ends up looking like. That's 1 coat. Honestly, I think I really like this mascara. That is 2 coats on my eyes, and it's like standing up to a very dramatic, for me, look. All right, tidy up a little bit more of this glitter. I'm starting to like it a little bit more now that it has mascara with it. I'm still not sold, but this is better. I'll do a little bit on the lower lashes too. Okay, so now for the face, and we want to keep the face really light, very bright, very radiant, soft, glowy, not really harsh, because the eye look is so dramatic. I kind of want to keep everything really, really clean. So we are going to start with a primer, and this is a primer from Flower Beauty. This is their Supernova Celestial Priming Whip. The priming whip. This has a bunch of antioxidants. It's supposed to soothe and rejuvenate the skin. It's supposed to be weightless, soft radiance, diffused blurred look. Like, it's saying all the right things. Just give it a little shake. And then let's just like put some on the skin here. Woo! She puffy. Get a little bit more on the other side. Well, just gonna take some of this, stick it on my forehead. This is fun. Smells very nice. Has like a really nice soft, I think I used too much. I got too excited because it's all foamy. Oh, this is too much. This is too much. It's a little dollop. That's it. It is aggressive. Get my under eyes too. It feels really nice on the skin. Oh, I just realized I still have blue on my hand. Cool. Very glowy. Skin looks great. Skin feels great. Now to take off all the you know, excess here, like it's a far. Speaking of glowy, because this is not enough, we're gonna add in some of the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. I have not used this one yet, though I have heard good things. They give you beautiful glowing skin, light medium coverage. That's what I'm looking for. The scent is not aggressive. The coverage looks really nice. It's glowy without being like too much, you know? It's not looking like oily, you know? Honestly, I used it a little bit like as a concealer. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna add a teeny bit of the Fenty. This is their new Eye Bright. Just a little tiny bit. Nothing crazy. I don't want to do like a big dramatic bright under eye thing. I want like a boop, you know? Yeah, that's good. Now a little bit of like a bronze, and we're gonna go in with something very, very fancy. This is the Dior Skin Mineral Nude Bronze. This is their gold mineral infused bronzer. Comes with a little velvet sleeve, real fancy. And the big question here is, does it have a scent? Or I guess the bigger question is, can I open it? There we go. A little. Not as aggressive as I thought it was. It's like this, more of a, I wouldn't say that's like super glittery or anything. More the Dior is more glittery, and I think the rest is matte. That's what I'm getting. So let's dust some on here. I'll do one side first so you can kind of see the difference. Hopefully there's a difference. And I'm doing more on the cheeks than like under, because again, I want just more of a glow, not so much of a contour. So that's one side versus the other side. I feel like that looks really pretty. This side looks a lot darker on camera, and I can't figure out why, because they both look the same in person. My stupid lights. It's really pretty. I really like that bronzer. And then for blush, this is new. I have used it, but I did want to mention it because it is a relatively new launch, and it was PR as well. And this is the stick blushes from Hourglass. They did stick highlights years ago, and they were beautiful. One of my favorites. And these have been really nice so far. I've been really liking how buildable they are. They're easy to blend with just your fingertips even. And I really like this for summer. The color that I'm using right now, by the way, is Wonder. A little on the nose. I'm gonna put it on top of my brow too, just a bit. Just kind of warm up the blue tones in the eye look. Okay, now I'm gonna try the Nars Illuminator. This is the Euphoria Face Dew. It says Illuminator though. Now I take it out and it's looking kind of pink. Look at that. That's the color. What does it look like? Is it pink? Oh no, maybe? No, maybe. It's very slippery, super oily. Use a tiny bit. I'm gonna put it kind of on top of my blush. If you have oily skin, you will not like that. It is definitely a very, very oily feel that like doesn't look right. I don't love that. All right, now I want to just add a little bit of matte. I don't want to look too shiny, just a little glowy. I'm gonna use the Tatcha Radiant Translucent Setting Powder. I know it says radiant, but it's not super radiant. I'm just gonna dip my little velour puff in, tap off the excess, and then press it over any areas I want to mattify a bit. I don't want to eliminate the glow, I just kind of want to tame it a bit. So you've still got a subtle glow on this side, but this side, see how it looks almost shiny? So that's the difference for me. I'm going to recurl my lashes a little bit too. Then give my brows a little bit of a fluff. Okay, so far liking this whole look. I think I want to add like one, maybe two little falscara pieces just on the outside, which I know, you understand my conundrum right now, right? I want to show you the mascara, but I also want to kind of complete the look. So I'm a little torn, but like this is what the lashes look like without anything on them. But I feel like just like two bits of lashes just on the outside, I feel like that's gonna look good. Okay, hang on, let's try it. Okay, that's like just two pieces on the outside there versus none. I don't know, what do you think? I feel like it adds a little drama llama. I kind of like it, so I'm gonna do it to the other side and then lips. Okay, now for lips, I don't know what I wanna do with the lips. I feel like if I do anything super glossy, I don't know if that's gonna fight with the glossiness of the eye look. And there are two different like cream products that I do want to try, so maybe we'll swatch them and we'll see. One is the Nars Afterglow Lip Shine, and the other one is Fenty's Cream Lip, and this is in cupcaking. Let's give them a little swatch, see what they look like. This one's very sheer, more of like a pinky tone. Not pinky, peachy. Fenty is more of a pinky tone. Ooh, that one's very pigmented. Okay, I think this color would look good. Let's try it. That's such a pretty color. Really like that. Okay, so how do we feel about this whole look? Honestly, it's growing on me. I think I'm so used to seeing myself in just like a smudgy brown liner, lots of lashes, easy peasy kind of a look, that this is kind of jarring to me right now. But I have to say, this was a lot of fun to play around with all these different products and mix and match and just experiment and play with makeup again. It feels really good. So I have to say, so far, my favorite product is the Bite Beauty mascara. This is beautiful. And my least favorite is the Nars Illuminator. And I like a good, glowy, dewy kind of a thing, but this just felt quite oily for me, so not as big of a fan of that one. But as usual, I will check in with you guys tonight. We will see how everything is wearing, how everything is holding, how it looked throughout the day, and I will keep you guys posted and see if anything changes. Maybe some new favorites come to the mix. So I will see you guys in a bit. Just made cookies. Well, actually I made cookies and then I attempted to eat them. I burned my face, but it was worth it. It is now at the end of the day. This is what my makeup is looking like. I'm trying to get the last little bit of natural light while I can. So this is what it looks like. Up close, filterless as usual. This is sad that I didn't even know that you could put filters on a DSLR. Didn't know. I've been doing this for 10 years. You'd think I'd know that. Anyway, let's take a look at this makeup look. The look. So eye makeup is still going strong. I wish it's a little bit more like pow, you know what I'm saying? But I think I would have needed like a colored base in order to get that. Like I know there's a bunch, Michaela, I think from TikTok has been talking about them. I think they're P. Louise, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I feel like that would have made like the lid pop a little more. It looks a little diluted. It's vibrant, but diluted, if that makes sense. Still trying to figure out what I think of it. I think I like it. I think the face makeup actually held up very nicely throughout the day. It looks really good on my skin. It looks like skin, you know? Considering I don't have a lot of concealer on either, it's held up pretty well. Oh, my mascara is coming down under my eyes a little bit, but not too bad. Lip gloss obviously wore off really quickly, but I really liked the primer foundation combination. That was really nice. And I loved the Dior bronzer. That was beautiful. And the mascara, even though it didn't work for my lower lashes as much, I really like it for the uppers. Like I know I still have my little lash inserts on, but you guys saw before, like I felt like my lashes were still really voluminous. Like I will be using that one again. Those I think were definitely my favorites out of everything that I used today, but let me know, have you tried any of those products before? Did you like them? Did you not like them? And give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more testing of different makeup products, and subscribe if you haven't already. New videos here every single Thursday. And that's everything. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, fantastic week, and I will see you in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.